Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Valerie, and this is the Hargett Life. Today's video is part of a Christmas cookie swap collaboration, and it's hosted by Megan over at My Main Kitchen. I'll have Megan's channel, as well as a playlist, linked in my description box below. So as soon as you get done watching this video, go check out all the other cookie recipes. And if you're coming over from the playlist, welcome. I love to cook, I love to bake, I do what's for dinner videos, grocery hauls, and more. So if any of that sounds like something you're interested in, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button and become part of my YouTube family. The recipe I'm sharing with you today is for chocolate sugar cookies. Now let's get started. You'll need all-purpose flour, unsweetened cocoa powder, baking soda, baking powder, salt, unsalted butter, granulated sugar, brown sugar, eggs, vanilla extract, and additional sugar to roll the cookie dough balls in. In a medium-sized bowl, I'm going to add in 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 3/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now I'm going to use my sifter and add in 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. And I always sift this because for some reason, when I use baking powder, I always find little clumps. So let me know if the same thing happens to you too. Now I'm just going to stir this up and set it to the side. In the bowl of my stand mixer, I'm going to add in 1 cup of room temperature unsalted butter. And the original recipe calls for 1 1/2 cups of granulated sugar, and I alter it a little bit. I do 1 cup of granulated sugar and 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Then cream these together until they're light and fluffy. And this usually takes about 4 or 5 minutes. And I stop every minute or two to scrape the ball down, just to make sure everything gets well combined. Now add in 2 eggs, one at a time. And that second egg was just trying to come on out of there. Now I'm adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to scrape down the sides of the bowl, and now it's time to add the dry ingredients. It's probably better if you add this a little at a time, but I always just dump it in the whole bowl. Just mix this until it's well combined and you don't see any dry spots. You want to make sure not to overmix it. And you may have to scrape the bowl down and mix for just a few more seconds just to make sure you got everything. I've got my baking tray ready with the Silpat liner. I love these things. I have a 1 1/2 tablespoon size cookie scoop, and I've got about 1/3 cup of granulated sugar in a small bowl. I scoop my cookies and roll them into a ball, and then roll them in the granulated sugar and place them on the baking tray. I've got a small bowl, or you can use the bottom of a glass, and just gently press down on the top of the balls just to flatten them out a little bit. And these go into a preheated 350-degree oven for 7 to 8 minutes. And here they are. I let them cool on the tray for just a few minutes, and then I transfer them to a wire cooling rack. These things are so good, and I love how the sugar makes the cookies sparkle a little bit. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And don't forget to check out Megan's channel and the playlist linked in my description box below. And one last thing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.